is a C8 Corvette Z06 with the AWE switch path system installed. We have a ton of sound clips for you guys. Before we get into that, I wanted to give you a quick overview of the system so you can make sense of what you're about to hear. Of course, you can skip ahead, but for those that like to nerd out like me, let's get into it. Beginning all the way up at the inlet, the AWE system joins to the factory with a factory-style flange and leads into a lined flex pipe to absorb any vibrations from the engine. That brings us to the valve assembly itself. We started out with high-quality Tier 1 valves and include a billet aluminum bracket to space the valve motor away from the exhaust with respect to the factory actuator to better isolate it from heat and prolong the life of the electronics. With the valve closed, it directs gases into the switch path muffler. These mufflers are located on each side of the system and come with our unique blend of packing materials that are designed to expand rather than break down, so the tone is not going to change over time. And speaking of mufflers, we have our rear bumper over here so you guys can check out these heat shields. There's a heat shield on each side that sits behind the switch path muffler to protect it from any heat. Now there are still openings for the factory mesh in each of these heat shields, so you can still catch a glimpse of your system even with the bumper installed. Moving on to the star of the show, which is the X section. We chose to add an X pipe into this design due to the flat plane crank that can be found in this engine, and because this engine really loves to be high in the RPM range, and that's where an X pipe really shines. With the valve closed, the exhaust gases are going to be directed to those mufflers that you just saw, giving you a sophisticated soundtrack, especially within the cabin. Now with the valves open, the gases are going to be directed through this X section, and that's where you're going to get all of that raw aggression you're expecting from a Z06. Finishing off the system are quad 4.5-inch double walled and slash cut tips available in diamond black. So there you have it, 2 soundtracks wrapped up in one neat package, perfectly tailored for the Z06. Without further ado, here's how it sounds.